All right, I had a little technical difficulties here. Well, hi guys, welcome to my channel. So there's been a lot of people having questions about Canva, and I know you do too. It's very easy to have questions about something that may be very new to you. So what I plan on doing with this, let me get my screens together because for some reason I am just all over the place today. So, but what we're going to do, there we go. What we're going to do today is I'm going to have like basically a mini class. In the mini class, you're going to get a chance to see a lot of different things that you normally don't get to see and ask questions while I'm live. Okay. So first and foremost, if this is your first time catching me, welcome. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. My name is Patrice Green. I am the creative conductor here at PNG Creates, where we love to make eye-catching scroll stopping graphics as well as any mini videos for your products and services, or if you just want to have fun creating with Canva, you are definitely in the right spot. So there was a class I did. It won't go as in detail as I did in the class, but I wanted to give you some information that you could possibly use in case you are brand new to Canva or you want a little insight and you're interested in knowing what exactly is happening in the likes of Canva, how the actual things work. This is what we're going to do. So I'm going to go through slides that I happen to have, and you'll be able to actually be a part of the class today. Okay. So let's go to actually what it's called. We're calling this the creative blueprint. This is your question and answers area where you'll be able to basically ask questions. I'll actually tell you through the slides what's going on, and you'll be able to write your comments in the chat, or there's also opportunities to actually purchase the full class if you want after the class is over, or it's actually in the description underneath my PayHip information. So you can actually just purchase the class right there if you don't even feel like going through all of this. It's called the Canva Creator Starter Kit. But this is just a blanketed blueprint. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dive right in, right? So let's talk about something that most people don't really pay attention to when you get something new. I don't know about you guys, but I've had cell phones for years and I have not taken advantage of any of the options that are there. And in the midst of doing that, I missed out on a lot of stuff, right? So in the midst of missing out on a lot of stuff, I said, let me sit here and break down some things for you guys so you can get a chance to actually look through Canva using these 5 simple tips of the key functions. So I'm looking at multiple screens, so don't judge me. All right. So let's talk about the key functions. There's the elements tab, the uploads tab, the text, the style, and the search, right? And with those, you're able to do so much in just Canva alone. The elements is pretty self-explanatory. It's all written out for you. It's a difference of actually seeing them in the way that they work. But in the midst of seeing how the elements tab works, the element tabs, you can pretty much write in whatever you want. So we're going to take a topic and we're going to run through all of these via topics. So we'll just say, all right, we'll just say glasses is our topic for tonight, right? Most people wear glasses. You know somebody that wear glasses. So most of this, if not all of this, will be definitely relative to you in the sense of how you talk about the elements, right? Uh, so about the elements. So we can type it out and say, oh, glasses. They'll show you several different types of glasses so that you can find the kind of glasses that you want to go with the type of graphic you want. There are cartoon type graphics. There are animated graphics. There are also graphics that look picturesque, meaning like someone took them with a camera and they look like a still photo. Then there's also lines and shapes that you can create your own pair of glasses if you wish. If you want to go as being creative and use a couple circles and a couple lines to make glasses, or a couple different shapes to make the actual framing of the glasses, go for it. I like to be creative. I love to create what I don't see. That is what I'm known for. So in that bulk, I like to just make sure that's one of the things that I do. So going back to this is the uploads. You upload where all your pictures are. If you have pictures of people wearing funny glasses, If you have people with funny facial expressions with their glasses or things like that, or people breaking their glass, whatever it may be, you would put that in the upload section over on the left hand side here. If you can see my cursor, I forgot to turn it bright, but on the left hand side, this is where all these functions are held. Also, the text to create next line, that's where you go on this side. You can use a text box, you create it, you can use a simple text box, you can bring a brand kit. All of that good stuff is there for you if you need to actually create something different. So if you're using the text box, you can actually use a font to make it big or small. You can have decorative ones, there's non-decorative ones. What I want to give you guys about all of these fonts and features, because these are the only three, that's the elements, the uploads, and the text, that make it very difficult. With the elements, you have to be mindful. I'm sorry, elements and the text. You have to be mindful. There is a paid version for Canva, and then there is a free version for Canva. If you happen to see the little crown, the crown lets you know that it is a pro version. The pro version meaning you're not able to purchase it unless you have the pro account. There's ways around it. You can kind of upload some stuff, but that's another class for another day. But even the uploads with the text, you have to actually, sometimes you have to pay for them. Some of them are free. There's like the font. There's a couple other ones that are actually used so that you can upload a kind of text, or it's not text, excuse me, it's kind of a font that will not be found there. So just keep that kind of stuff in mind when you're going through your actual stuff. So going to the style and the colors, right? You might have heard the word hex code before. With the hearing of hex code, you're like, I have no idea what that is. Let me give you a little hint. A hex code is actually the code that tells your graphics, your graphic designer, or whomever is doing your presentations for you or for yourself. You'll notice it as you go through here. I use my brand colors. With my brand colors, I put that in a separate area where I can actually keep all of that together so that, sorry about that, so that I can keep it for every time that I need it done. I'll have the same shade of pink, the same shape of orange, whatever colors that I'm using, and it'll be the same across the board. Now, a hex code, I did make a video for it, so you can go back in there. I can't tag it in the end of this because I didn't edit it. This is live. Yes. Hey, Lisa, how are you? That at that point, you can actually go back and you can see it throughout the scrolls, and it's called What the Hex. I know, corny title, but it made sense. It's so that you can catch your actual the colors, and it's actually a series of 6 digits of numbers and letters that make up actually the code of a specific color that you love to use. And it makes it easier if you're going to send it to a person that's going to do your graphic design, because then they know exactly what it is. And prayerfully, you have someone organized that every time you go back to them, they will already have your stuff set up in what they call a brand kit, right? So here's the button I was telling you about earlier. All right, let me see this. So doing the search type right here, this last section here, you can see there's a text box. Search, type in what you're looking for. Same as I talked about in the beginning with the elements, the uploads, and the styles. Type in what you want. I will show you later at the end exactly how that actually works for you, and so that you can see how finding what you want actually works. All right, so let's go to the next one, the command functions. You're like, this is long. No, it's not long. This is actually a blueprint, a cheat sheet, because when we did the actual class, we got a chance to see it all in real time, and they were just having a blast. So imagine buying it now, and you can sit and work at your own self-pace about trying to learn Canva. You may not have, I've seen some people, oh my God, charging a couple $100 just to learn Canva. But imagine spending only $27. I'm just saying. $27, you learn the same things, but you have it at your fingertips to go back and actually break it down live for you, right? So anyway, let's go on to the next one. Let's talk about these command functions. Once I find my mouse. The mouse is not going to work. Here we go. So the command functions. The command functions are on the side as well. You got your fonts. They change the lettering and uploading. That's all the stuff up here at the very top of the screen, upper left hand corner here. You got the text, the font size, the colors, the spacing, the effects, and you can animate it. Like to basically, you can make it move. Bring it down some so you can make sure you see it all. You can make it move. You can make the animation slide back and forth on the page. You can see all of that information up here. Like this would be the drop down where you could change the colors. Change the type of font that you happen to have. You can also change the size here, the colors, the boldness, italics, just like any other thing. You can have it here and it says the alignment, which makes it centered if that's what you needed to do. You can make bullet points. So if you're doing a presentation such as like what I have created, you can use it here. This is the spacing to make the lines wider or smaller so it perfectly fits where you need it to within your graphics, as well as the effects. So the effects can be from shadowing to echoing, which is actually making it layers and things like that, and then animation. So all that is actually in the video itself. So share your design. This is a big thing. So if you became a freelancer or you want to be a part of the creative conductors crew over in the decorative lounge, this is some things you really need to know, because sharing your design is one of the biggest things. So say you wanted to make money with Canva, because there's a great opportunity to make money with Canva. Say you want to be on Etsy, Pinterest, have your own business and you have PDFs that you want to actually sell. If you want to have whatever, I've made to date, PDF wise, I have made an actual seek and find for a baby shower. It was tedious, but imagine the money that you can make if you just put it out there. You make it one time and it took you maybe an hour to do. But imagine making $200 on something that only took you an hour to do, because there's so many people having baby showers nowadays and you want to play games, and some people really don't have time to think of games, and it's so easy. You pay $2 on Pinterest, you download it, or Etsy, wherever, and you print it off. You print off like 100 of them, 2 of them, 800 of them. It's yours, but you got paid. And imagine everyone needing more and more and more of those. You can just constantly create stuff like that. Keep going. So also, let me give you a little bit of info on how those work. So sharing your design, these are the different types of formats to save at the very top. The social media, Canva has made it so easy to share what you've already created in social media. Meaning, if you're a content creator and you want to sit and you want to go, awesome. If you're a content creator and the biggest thing you want to do is constantly keep your clients engaged or your people that view you want to keep them engaged on Instagram or Facebook or Pinterest or whatever. All of those are integrated into Canva now. They have made such a change from the time that I have started to now, that is a mind blowing act. Okay, so when I'm in the morning and I'm doing my you can actually schedule them, by the way, just to put that out there. I need to do a video for that one, but I can make the same post for my Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. I can schedule it right there in Canva, and it will go out whatever time I said it wanted to go out. So imagine you needed something to go out in 2 hours from now, right? You created this amazing content and you wanted to share it on your Facebook page or your Instagram page or wherever they're watching, but in that hour time, you're going to be busy, right? So why wouldn't it be nice, and Canva already took the headache out for you, is setting up your content calendar. You don't have to save it. You don't have to figure out where's it going to be. If you have a train of thought, and we're talking about glasses, right? That's our main focal point. So if we want to talk about readers glasses on Monday and we want to put 3 posts out for readers glasses, we can do them all from Canva, right? You can set it up to be scheduled for Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn. It is so many other ones. You can even have your email set up. If you want to talk about bifocal glasses on Tuesday, or Wednesday, you want to talk about fashion glasses. Thursday, you want to talk about sunglasses. But say you know for a fact you're busy, or maybe you're like myself, you still work a 9 to 5, and you want to have your post and your social media pages still engaged. This is a great thing to have and to get a mastering in, especially when there's other videos that I have where it shows you about keeping your content the same. I'll post the link later on in the description so that you're able to do that. But that is such a great thing to know. And then they have this beautiful thing called the More Options tab. Keep losing my mouse. The More Options tab. With the More Options, you get to add all of these things, like I was saying, to the designs of your email hosting, your smart mock. So, like if you made sweatshirts or t-shirts or cups, things like that, you can either sell them straight through Canva, or you have, maybe there's a drop shipping element that you're using, like Shopify or Gelato or some other company. They may be able to assist you with your design. Well, not maybe. They will be able to assist you with your design, make it easy so that you can ship it out to your clients, but you did not touch anything, but you sat there in your world being amazing, creating your content to put on t-shirts, maybe even books, bags, things like that, sweatshirts. You can see all that is right there and made for purchase. I'm like, they have made it so easy to be a store. Can't say it any other way. They made it so simple to be in a store. So like that's my next venture. I did a t-shirt one on my YouTube channel. You can go back through. I'll post that in the chat as well. So I got the t-shirt and we got the hex codes. Those are already in my YouTube channel to allow you to actually get a good understanding of how t-shirts are made. Like you can do it now. You can buy it straight through Canva again, or they give you an awesome box. They give you a pretty little blue box. You open it up. It says thank you from Canva. They give you your product. They give you a nice little card of thank you. Great packaging coming back from Canva. So imagine you have it and you're in your element and you're creating maybe eyeglass shirts, right? Shirts with glasses. Somewhere I see you. I don't know. That's corny, but it is what it is. But I see you is what you're putting on a shirt, and of course, that's part of maybe your tag, your branding tag. Like mine is create what I don't see. Um, you have that on some shirts, put that through some drop shipping and keep it going. You could do your own mock-ups right here in Canva, and you could put it on your social media pages. That'll drive it straight to wherever you're doing your drop shipping, or you can take it to an actual distributor and make it an SVG code so that they can stretch it out so it sits properly to stretch out against the shirt and it won't destroy the design. That's all in the video. If you haven't gotten it, you can go to bit.ly Canva Creators. I'll put it in a different one. Canva Creators 2022. So that's that one. So let's do this one. I know a lot of people are like, I can't do the design thing. I just can't. It's too much going on. It's just too much going on. And the whole thing is it's really not. It's really not. It's Let me explain to you. Using the templates are great. I use the templates for ideas. Everyone in the world goes through what they call a brain fart, right? You know, you're not exempt, neither am I. Everyone goes through some type of brain fart. And in the midst of having a brain fart, you might need to have a little bit of awakening of an idea. Be like, oh my God, that's what I was looking for. That was the image I was looking for. There's a quote in the Bible from Joshua. Shoot, I forgot the address. But iron sharpens iron. Basically, you don't ever want to be the smartest person in the room, right? So these people created these templates to help you. Can't say it any simpler than that. They're helping tools. Sometimes you may be actually able to take something from one of the templates and add it onto your own custom design, and you're still good. Because like they have designers that have thought farther than you might have thought, or they have created something that you may not have known how to create. And so like say like this is called the creative blueprint. I would be sitting here all day trying to draw a picture and make a blueprint. If someone already did that, yes, I'm going to use it. Call it what you want. It's called the truth. It is definitely called the truth. So let's get back into using templates. So using the templates, you can change the colors using your business colors or theme colors. We talked about that earlier. You can do your text or word change, meaning like if I wanted everything to be in this font up here and it's this font starting, there will be an option down here in the bottom left hand corner that says change every template from this one to this one, and it'll do it in just a click. Then there's also the picture change color. There are some photos of pictures that will have 3 or 4 different color boxes at the top here. And with that, it'll give you an option to actually change it out. You know, you may have it set to your brand colors for whatever the item is, and you do it from there. So naming folders is very important. Naming your project, creating a folder, all important stuff. You want to make sure, because I have done it. I don't know about you guys, but I have been I've been all over the place with my projects. I've been over to the point where I have not known where projects were or what I've even named them. Because that part right there has been the trickiest part of it all. I have not named them correctly. And without naming them correctly, I have just lost stuff. Or you create a folder, and it shows you inside there how it actually works to create a folder and what it looks like for you so that you can actually be a part of that. So with all of that, I definitely give you what I call my 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 1 method. Yes, the math doesn't add up. However, it's a simple equation, right? You take two symbols, 2 colors, 2 fonts to make one great design, which is basically your foundation. So if you're not used to doing in layers and things like that, you don't have to be. This is a great way of actually dealing with it. Just pick out 2 symbols, 2 colors, 2 fonts. And I call that your foundation, right? Because you can put all of that on the page. And once you start to get that looking a little bit the way you want to, then you can add all the splashes of this, that, and the third. If you want to start adding stars and gummy bears all over the page, or you want to put a glitter filter on the front, you can do all that. As long as you have the 3 basics to having that one great design, you can't go wrong. So again, that's 2 symbols, that's 2 colors, and 2 fonts to make that one great design. Okay? So here, let's create. I'm going to show you something that we already created. I always teach my clients or students, however you would like to wish to call them today, I always teach you to make your name. Reason why I tell you to make your name is because it's something that you can't get wrong. You can spell it the way you want. You know exactly who you are. When you're dealing with fonts, um, the fonts are like a personality. That's the best way to think about it. Fonts are definitely a personality. If you're feeling elegant, if you're feeling like you're doing something for like street art, you might want to use graffiti. If you feel as though you're using something to the point that is for a baby shower and it's a softer type of element, you would use a softer type of font. Same way you look at the colors. Your colors speak a lot to what's going on in the graphic. So when you saw the Patrice graphic, that was actually my business colors and who I am. I have a strong love for flowers, and because it was just a nameplate, I actually have it so that it's just something soft, but it's pretty and it stands out and it's not overbearing, even though it's a very loud yellow, a very strong purple, but a soft teal, right? And then I have my name and I have my stance. And we went through this in the video as to how to create something simple like this for yourself, and you be able to actually just go on and create whatever you want, even if it's something simple like this. So that is basically what I did. So I'm going to show you once again the design. This is actually this is my name. It's just something simple. I believe everyone can do this if you follow the method like we talked about. The 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 1. You can build something great. So while I have some time, I can actually take this one graphic and maybe I can add some more stuff to it while you're watching live. So you get an idea kind of how Canva works in the sense of its elements. Okay. So here's my name. I used flowers. I shadowed them. They still stayed within the brand colors. Then you have my name in the middle and creating what I don't see as my stance, right? Oh, okay. Feel free to unmute and can. Hold on it. Everybody, yes. All right. Sorry, guys. So I'm multitasking for those that are on YouTube. I am also in Clubhouse with my girls over here getting this creativity life together. I'm loving it. So if you're watching, I just went through a class that I created for the beginners of Canva. And I went through all the slides and going through the slides, I gave a little brief scenario synopsis about eyeglasses and how you can design all the way up to the end of eyeglasses and how to save it and things like that. So all of that is what's in there. So what you see. I know it's lagging differently from what's actually happening in YouTube versus what's on my screen, but we're going to keep talking. Otherwise, it's going to look silly. So now I'll show you a little bit of how the elements work as to how we got to here. So we go to the elements tab. We'll take out blueprint. Remember from what we talked about with the elements tab, you can type in what you want. So in this, I just want to add more flowers. So in this, you have different sets of flowers. There's watercolor flowers, what they call still art type flowers, and then there's cartoon type flowers. That's the easiest way to describe what's going on. There's also some in stencil, things of that nature. Like this one is a stencil. That's this one here. If you can see it, it's a stencil. That's what this black line, like if you drew it with crayon. That's a stencil. Then they happen to have these options of see all, where you can actually go under and see all the other different types of stencil flowers that this particular artist might have made. You can also save these so that these people can, well, not these people, excuse me, so that you're aware of where you got your favorite flower from, or and you can put that in a folder, or you can just save it and say that's just one of your great. See the little star, it lets you know what you recommended. So you can take this flower here, stay within your brand colors, and make it purple. And if you want, you can be even more creative, duplicate it, and make it with the teal. The teal looks better in the back, but this is just for demonstration purposes. But you can do that, and you can use your arrow keys to move it over slightly instead of trying to use the mouse. But you have to make sure the box is on there. So if you can see, use your arrow keys. It helps a lot when you're trying to get just the right thing. Talking about uploads, I have too many pictures in my uploads. Like I said, create yourself some folders. There's people I've done projects for, QR codes I've created, things like that, that are what's in mine. Here's the text box. So if you wanted to write something new, you could just pick either one. It really doesn't matter because the ultimate thing is with picking the text box in the upper left hand corner, you can choose your types of fonts. Remember, I stated that if it has a crown to the right of it, it is only if you're a pro account user. You can also upload, which is at another time. I'll show you guys how to upload fonts to your Canva account, whether you're free or paid. And then also, of course, if you have the little crown, you can pick any type of font they have. So, of course, we chose an elegant type of font because I wanted an elegant type of photo. With the elegant type of photo, I can do elegant, believe it or not, and you'll get a plethora of elegant type of fonts. So you don't have to think too hard about, oh my God, I don't know which one to pick. I don't, maybe this, you can actually just go right under there and type in elegant, I typed in wedding because I have wedding wedding invitations that I'm creating in Canva. And then also you got fancy, and you can do all kinds of things. And then there's suggested ones up here underneath your search box. So you can actually have a grand old time picking out fonts with Canva. The style button, we talked about that earlier. This is part of the brand kits. This is for my top client and myself. And then here's sections and actual suggestions of things. I'll do one or two. So this is so you get a chance to see how it changes the actual fonts, how it actually changed the colors and all of that to go what's going on in here. You can change it again. It'll take it the colors, and you can do all of this. And that's and you can say apply to all pages at the bottom of the screen, which I do not want to do because I do not want to mess with the manuscript that I've created. It then becomes off key. But you can always use this beautiful back button if you don't wish to start all over and scrap it. And then you can add videos in Canva. If you want to create your own, you're welcome to do so. But Canva has videos no longer than like, I think the longest one I've seen is like 37 seconds. Oh, here goes 155 seconds. It made a whole liar out of me. It's 55 seconds of a city. You can use it in anything you need as long as you have certain accounts. Like most of the videos are free. Help yourself to those. And then at a later date, I'll come back on and I'll start going through some of these other functions, like creating your own QR codes, the Google Maps, the sticky pops, which is actually quite fun. Actually quite fun to create with. There's a logo section, which is much different than what you think. Sorry if you can hear what's going on in the background. Certain symbols, you make yourself some folders, and so much more. So at that point, I enjoy creating with Canva. I will tell you the links to the other two videos that I have that's making t-shirts with Canva, as well as the hex codes. If you're not quite sure what the hex code is, or how they work and things like that, I did make a video. A lot of people don't find that exciting, but it's very informative. If you happen to have a graphic designer that's doing it for you or for yourself, if you pick your company colors and you don't want to, you love this particular shade of purple or green or orange or red, you want to stay consistent with what you have going on. So in that way, the brand kits actually become very helpful. Knowing your hex code becomes very helpful. If you happen to be, mass distributing out shirts, you want to make sure that your person that's doing your distribution knows your hex codes, because they may be able to put a packaging together with your box color, the font inside the thank you card, the actual colors inside the thank you card, the type of grass they may use if they have that type of product or whatever it is. It's very important to know those numbers and letters. So when you're in your business and you're moving things forward, they'll actually be able to find you. So yes, this is the mini class that you got for free. It's not as informative as the actual class that I did, but it's a great way for you to get an introduction to Canva. Get your whistle wet. Like, ooh, I'm really ready to create, and I hope it encouraged someone. You can put it down in the comment and chat. They make sure you get encouraged to create. Don't leave me out there by myself. So make sure you like and subscribe. You can even share out the video. Maybe someone else may need it that you know. Maybe it's a new person in business, somebody that has to do graphics for their church, someone that has a nonprofit organization and just need a little bit of a start. I'm also available. My calendar link is also in the description of my YouTube description. So if you want to sit and have a consultation, or you need to do for hire, that is actually there. Unlike the others. On your Fisher Price level. You guys in your Fisher Price level. I love you guys for that. So that's it for today. We appreciate you coming by and sitting with us through Canva. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.